Well, oil squirter showed up. I think I asked a minimum of 20 people. Anybody local had a oil squirter, and everybody told me that they thought they had one. They would check and let me know, and not a single person got back to me. And a couple longtime customers and friends actually saw the last video and said they had one and sent it to me. There we go. That's what we've been waiting on. We got 2 of them. And we're swapping the power steering stuff I took off of the car for a radiator. I've been waiting on trying to find an oil squirter for like a week. And now I can put this on, bolt the oil pump on, drill a couple holes, weld a couple fittings onto the oil pan, put that back on, and then we can start trying to see what we're up against with the crank trigger, cam trigger, and then we can put the timing belt back on. Big box of stuff from Holley just showed up. It's heavy. I guess I just want to start off by saying thank you to Holley for being a part of this project. If it wasn't for you guys helping out, probably wouldn't do this. The process has been a little while in the making, so I genuinely don't remember everything that's in this box, so it's kind of like Christmas. First is, I don't know what this is. It says AEM on it. Air temp sensor. 3.5 bar map sensor. O2 sensor. This is a really oddly shaped box for an O2 sensor. Terminator X adapter harness. There's 2 of these. I don't know why. Coolant temp sensor. Coil adapter harness. This is a 8-channel EGT kit. So since this is a 4-cylinder, I guess we'll put 1 in each cylinder like normal. Maybe we'll put 1 in the collector to see the difference, since I see a lot of guys doing that. Put 1 in the downpipe maybe. Put 1 up my butt. Some more harness stuff. And this is a AEM complete water methanol injection kit. I don't do a lot with water meth, so this will give the perfect chance to play with it and experiment and try all kinds of different things, and should be fun to tinker with. So the primary thing I was waiting on that I need in order to get the car to start and run was the coils, and there's no coils in this box, so that's a problem. I have to go back and look through the actual order. It seems like there's a few things missing, so probably just come in a separate shipment. Just got a notification on my phone of a package delivered, but rather than bring it to the house, they left it at the mailbox. And my mailbox is more than a quarter mile away from the house. So I'm gonna go grab that real quick. It's so ghetto having a garage door with just grass coming up to it, but county wouldn't let me put any type of driveway, gravel, or paved on this side of the building. And that side of the building was a ordeal to even be able to allow to do anything there. So I know I'm gonna get questioned about it, so that's that. All right, we got our cheap junk from Amazon. Usually pretty anti-car parts from Amazon, but I needed a bracket, and it was cheaper to buy it already machined than it was to make it. So there's exceptions to everything. UPS just came with more stuff from Holley. So this should be the last pieces of the puzzle we need to get the thing running, I think, other than spark plug wires and maybe injectors, but technically I can make it run with the stock injectors. Should be some coils in here, that's the important part. I don't know what else we're gonna have. MSD solid state relay. Don't 100% know what I'm gonna use that for yet, but at least it'll be there. Coil, there should be 4 of these. Coil. 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 And technically for something like this, just some GM stock coils would have been plenty, but I didn't have any, and I just kind of didn't really feel like dealing with used sets and figuring out what worked and what didn't, so Holley coils it is. Oh. This is kind of a last case scenario. In case our cam trigger doesn't work, have a Holley adjustable cam trigger. This is going to require some fabricating. We're going to hope that what we currently have we can get to work without having to reinvent the wheel. And what is this? Oh yeah, this is an important one too. A CAN input-output expander. I don't know if I'm going crazy. I feel like this is smaller than I remember it being. I'm sure it's exactly the same size. And this one's just a coil bracket. Let's see if it works or not. I think this is like $10 or something crazy. It's actually really nice looking. So again, I normally try not to buy anything on Amazon, but if I can buy this for 10 bucks versus probably $40 worth of metal to make it myself, this makes more sense. There's a bunch of hardware that comes with it. Here's the coils, just finger tight on this bracket. Actually, bracket's pretty nice, all things considered. So this will go somewhere in this area. And then obviously we gotta get some plug wires to go from the plugs to the coils. And then I'll have to figure out some sort of bracketry. This actually technically lines up right here just fine, but this is too heavy for just one bolt hole. So I'll have to reinforce it. A little bit better than that, I guess. I think that the next thing that I need to do is